So good morning, everybody. And this is John Tice here, and I'm coming to you live this morning from the Lebanon Board of Realtors because I've been here attending an education meeting, so trying to overlap different things and make the best use of my time without spending a lot of time driving.
To unmute your line, press *6 or #6.
I'd like to bring a little information to you, and my goal is to have us look at a little bit of Realtor.com. So I don't know if you're utilizing this tool. My best sense is that you're probably not, and that's why we're here today to kick it around. So let's get things sharing. Here we go. And what I thought I would cover, whether you're part of our Fab Plus program or not, on all these major websites, Realtor.com, Zillow, so forth, you have an individual profile. And I hope you're taking advantage and have gone in and updated those and at least looked them over. I know we've covered this before, but the whole idea is whether you have a listing or not, you have a profile there. Consumers can find you. So make sure when they get there, there's a picture, there's a comment about what you do. And this is all these pieces that you put in place will raise your Google search results. So at the end of the day, if someone's searching for a realtor, you might be the only person with a profile that says, I serve Felton, or wherever it is that you live. And make sure that you have those things built, because it will generate leads for you, because they will be searching for you at some point. Google will find that and match these up. All these profiles talk to one another and raise your Google awareness as a realtor in Felton. So never been to Felton, but if I was searching for homes, I'd like to find somebody that knows their way around. That could be you. So for our purposes today, I thought what I'd like to do is help you leverage Realtor.com, which is one of the big three where people are searching and finding properties, and also agents, and make sure that when you do have a listing, that you're taking advantage of all the tools available to you. So that's where we're going today. So I know many of you, because I've worked with you, have never logged in or checked in on Realtor.com on the agent side to know what tools are available to you and many of the things that you can do to enhance your current listing and just make it a little more fun, or even just show a traffic report. So let's go take a look through here today. So we're on Realtor.com. This is the home page, and you'll see here at the top there's a section for realtors. So let's just do a login. So you're logging in as an agent. You're logging in with your respective multi-list, and you'll see that they've got them all. So you may have to search for yours a little bit. But today I'm in Central Penn because it's me. It's real simple. It's simply your MLS identifier and then whatever password you created. So they've moved things around. So if you haven't been in here in some time, they have moved them around. So as we're going down the line, it's going to ask you to complete your profile. We can simply go in there and see what they've got on file for you. Because naturally, the complete profile is the place to begin. I may have a little bit of a slow connection. I'm working in someone else's space today, and it seems we're a little sluggish. But make sure you've got a photo. Make sure you have your name is correct. We want to make sure we're compliant with the Real Estate Commission, like always. Personally, I like to use my Jack On website. Again, we're going to muscle as much traffic as possible when Google starts looking around. So my home website is always my Jack On, because Jack On gets a lot of traffic. So all these other sites get a lot of traffic. They look at one another, and you're assumed to be a very busy guy. You have office numbers, direct numbers, your mobile. Your leads are already being diverted through Lead Router. So personally, I'd leave that one stand. At the bottom, you put in your broker information. You are required to display your broker information. That's a state requirement. That's what they're looking for, and the answer is yes. Again, office number, office address, all these things, you set them and forget them. It keeps you in compliance with the State Real Estate Commission, which is always a good thing. And we can just go right down the line and make sure that everything looks correct. You can also add your social media links. When people find you and find their profile, they can link out to your other stuff. And this is what they do. They Google you, they search you, they want to see what kind of a person you are, business person, and just an individual. So anything that you add in here will be totally a plus. If you did nothing more than simply clean up your profile in all these sites, it would certainly benefit you. I always tell the story, I've moved from the 4th page in Google results to having 4 or 5 results on page 1 by this technique. So please take advantage of it. It's the big easy button and it's all free. So we reviewed the profile and found that to be in good order. So let's see if we can get back to where we came from. So we do have other sections that we can go into under our name. And actually, I've just discovered that one myself. So I'll have to be tweaking this a little bit, but agent information, are you a buyer or seller or buyer and seller? Well, personally, I like them all. So make sure that you're at least reviewing the dashboard and seeing what's available to you out there. I'd say we're stuck. So there we go. You can display things that make selections for things that you want to display when they do look at your business card. And you'll see we're finding all these under our name, display options, feed options, displaying your business is going to become the hot button for this year. All of these sites are going to more and more want to show closed business, past business, properties that you have shown, properties that you have sold, just to give you kind of an activity pulse for the consumers. Don't sleep on this one. This is one you want to act on because the world is watching you. Everyone's trying to rate you. If you aren't filling this stuff out, you may not exist, even if you're a busy person. It's been snowing. I don't know what you've been doing, but it would be a great time to spend an hour and go into some of these sites and clean up your profiles and pay some attention to these items. So we already set it up to always display our office address and information. I'm always displaying my social networking pieces. Your about me, how long have you been in the business? Your little about me section, give them a little view into what turns you on as far as real estate, what you want people to know. Remember, we weren't able to edit the fields of business. Something that was set up for you a long time ago when we entered this relationship were areas that you serve. And make sure you pay attention to this one because all of us have goofy little areas. So maybe you're in the Hershey market, but outside of Hershey We have Bordnersville. We have a lot of small areas that could be a match for somebody's search. Make sure that that's mentioned in your profile. You're building some meta tags with this, so zip codes and towns could lead to some business. You may be the only person that ever added Bordnersville into a profile. You're currently a member, again, specialties and so forth. Make sure you go through here and it's displaying what you want the world to know. I can't stress enough getting an accurate profile. That's certainly what we want to do. So we'll head back to the dashboard. Oops, did that one before. I keep going into the wrong section. So we have, if you have an active listing, it's going to be appearing here. I have one that's currently a residential property that is available to me. I can edit that property. I can preview it on Realtor.com. And I can also view reports on it. Again, they've moved this button around. I want to see my traffic report. So we're going to edit our property. Now, when you're in your property, once again, you can view it live online and see what the consumers are seeing. One thing that I've complained for years, and they've moved it up for prominence, are open houses. So when you are hosting an open house, make sure that your admin or that you are going into your multi-list, adding your open house dates and times, and it will populate all of these sites. Open house searching has become a very big topic, so make sure you're getting it covered. And of course, somebody could request a private showing. We've got all the property and all the standard bells and whistles. If you are a Fab Plus partner, your information is going to appear right here. The Jack Gaughan branding is always going to be here. It's going to tie in other listings that you may have. So make sure you go in and look around and make sure that you're being presented the way you want people to find you. One thing where I know we're not taking advantage enough, and that is adding in, well, just using virtual tours is probably less than 50%. You can also have a video tour. So if you're using any video product or if you're creating video, you can upload it here. They have a rather robust video site. It's going to be very particular in what you're uploading for video size. I'm sure those numbers have changed over time. And again, I'll apologize for my connectivity. Hopefully this is going to record well for us today. But I'm in a new land here for connectivity. So if you want to go into the video section, it does have to add its little widget, and you can upload a video right into this particular property. Let's see where it gives us the specs. There you go. You can select your player, and it will have very specific requirements for an upload. And there you go. It'll accept a wide range of formats. You're limited to 100 megs, which is a pretty good video. But depending, today you're shooting at high definition, so you can blow 100 megs real quick. You will want to keep them rather short, but regardless of your format, that 100 megabyte will not change. So make sure that you keep that one in mind as you're creating something. So you can add video, you can add a link for a virtual tour. The important thing to remember, any video or virtual tour may not contain any individual or company branding. So as much as I love our ERA microsites that we've created, they would work in either of these cases. However, they are really branded. They are branded inside and out, not the tour or the video to load in this particular location. You may not know it, but by being a premium partner with Realtor.com, you can add up to 36 photos. So you eliminate that limitation of 4 or 6 photos. It used to be 1. Today it's, I believe it's 6 that they will allow anyone. You have the ability to have up to 36. One of the other things that you can use to set your property apart are text descriptions. So you already have the text coming in from the multi-list. Do yourself a favor and look at it. We put a lot of little acronyms in there that maybe the public doesn't get. You have more characters available here than you do in the multi-list. You have 2,500 here. So it's pretty likely, I know many of you have very wordy descriptions for things that you just have to post. Well, go in here and add them, and then send that to your owner. They'd be thrilled to see that you mentioned all of their favorite features, not just the ones that were permitted, and then you didn't hack them up and turn them into a lot of abbreviations. Headlines is an important little section. You can create headlines. So when it comes up in a search field, so you have a search when they do the overall search. Maybe they searched your zip code and $200,000 to $250,000 homes, and you've built headers. Here's where those headers come from. None of you have these in place if you haven't logged in here and made these changes. They don't come from anywhere but this control panel. So headline 1 will be the overall search page. Headline 2 is the individual listing page. Maybe you want the same message on both. So this home has an incredible master suite, and I never did say I could type. This has a great master suite with a private office. And I'm just going to take that, copy it, and use it in both spaces. And then we're going to save it. So like everything we do, if you didn't save it, it's not appearing anywhere. And so make sure you save your messages as you go along. You can also add a second message that's going to go out, and this is actually a scrolling text message. I don't know if any of you ever took advantage of this in the previous version of Realtor.com, but there used to be a little scrolling message that would go along in the search field, the main search page, once they brought up your list of properties, and it really drew your eye to this particular listing. So here's one where you want to feature a very special or particular item about this property. This property is actually super convenient. So it's super convenient. Just 2 local amenities, the school, local swim club, and so forth. And again, you'll know what makes up your property unique. Maybe there's low taxes. Maybe you have super low water rates. There's not really anywhere else to put this. You didn't want to blow your remarks section. But what if they found your property online and that was a scrolling message that really drew their attention to that special feature? Remember, we're marketing to the public, but we're also marketing to that owner, because they do go and look at these things. They'd see that message go by. They'd say, oh my gosh, this is so great. They're talking about these low water and sewer rates that we've enjoyed for years, or that it's only 2 minutes to the Dairy Township hiking trail and quick access to Schenck Park. So you have many, many, many opportunities to promote a couple special features and really make them pop when they come to this site. Realtor.com is still one of the top traffic sites. Make sure this is available. And remember, turning on these special features will raise the Realtor.com searchability on Google. So many people will see this this feature. Google will see it as something different from all the other Realtor.com listings, move it up the line, and it can increase your chances of having your property found, viewed, shown, and sold, which is our whole end game for using all of these tools. So make sure you take advantage of these. And then finally, you can come in, add your open house date, and you have the ability to schedule up to 5 open houses. So if you're going to be holding this home open in the near future because of our open house weekend that we have coming up in the next few months, you could start promoting that now and teasing people. I think it's a little far out. However, if you're a busy person, you like to schedule stuff, you can go in and schedule your whole month of open houses that are coming up and get that into the fabric of what people are finding, what they're seeing, and help them with their planning in the next few weeks. So you have, again, you have the ability to preview and to create all these additional features. Guys, this is a package that would cost hundreds of dollars if you bought it individually. It's been turned on for you. It is a perk, and we are using it so little that it's kind of embarrassing. I guarantee you the number of people that are using these features out there are the ones that are paying for them because they're saying, you know, I put $500 out for this particular package. I'm using my tools. And the vast majority of your competition are paying individually. This is a perk for you. So please take advantage of it. It makes your properties stand out. At one time, we did everything possible. We did reverse printing in the newspaper. We took advantage of the days where color printing was available, and we all jumped on that to make them stand out. This is the current classified advertising. You need to make your property stand out. Otherwise, it's just in that black and white column with everybody else. This is the reversed header. This is the color printing that will make them stand out when someone reaches your property. So take advantage of it. It's the no-brainer, and you can do this in 5 minutes. Maybe you want to add that to your list of things that I do when I process my listing. So the first day I take the listing, second day I create my virtual tour, third day I go into Realtor.com. By then it should be pushed in from the multi-list, and I can edit all my enhancements. 5 minutes, and you're out listing the next property. Just saying, you set it and forget it. But if you don't deal with it, then you just haven't done anything. Let's get back to our dashboard. I was reading an article in the last couple days regarding additional free tools, and I have my request out there with Realtor.com. This is my basic program for you today. The next one you see is going to be some of the free additional enhancements. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a sales call. Somebody's going to want to try and sell me something to allow me to get to the free enhancements because that's the way the pages look. But that's the only way to get to the free stuff. There are plenty of tools in here on marketing yourself, and you'll see here if we go to the free solutions, they're going to be looking for your information. There are great resources that are tied to this. Two of the better presenters running around the nation right now, Max Pigman and Steve Pasadeli, are both connected to Move.com, which is Realtor.com. So they have some great videos. There is great content in here if you're looking for an additional or a different point of view and how to market yourself right now. Great resources in the help screens. So if you want to catch Max or Steve in some of the videos, just poke around here and find some of the free content and take advantage of it. You're going to find that it's just great material. Under free tools, everything that you see here is going to cause you to link back, and they're looking for more information. So next time I present, I'll show you some of the secret stuff that you can get into and the best way to get to it. So I hope that gives you a little better overview of Realtor.com, some of the things that we could or should be doing with it. This is nothing new. These tools have been available to you for 5, 7, 8 years, whatever our relationship with Realtor.com has been under this Fab Plus package. These things are already available to you whether you do Fab Plus or not. So jump in, take advantage of them, make your stuff stand out. Personally, I'd go in and I would edit one of my listings, turn on all this stuff, go to the property as a consumer, see how it looks, and capture some screenshots so that when you go on your next listing appointment, you'll be able to talk differently of the value that you bring, because not only is your property in the multi-list like everyone else, not only is it on Realtor.com like everyone else, not only do we have these superior premium features like everyone with Jack Gone and many people that pay for them, but you can take it up to another level and say, here are additional features that I use that the vast majority of agents, even spending the additional money, don't take advantage of it. Look how your property stands out. If it turns into one additional showing or causes it to sell, you'll become an instant believer and you'll be able to sell this all day long. So log in, take advantage of it, give it a try, and I wish you the best. Hopefully your properties are going to sell and sell quickly. Spring is coming. Go in and tweak them right now. Get in there today before it melts or while you're waiting for things to thaw so you can show properties, and tweak these things. It's the big easy button. It's paid for, so it's good as free. And I hope it brings some more traffic to you and your sellers. Everybody have a great day. Look forward to talking to you next week. Tuesday for my WhatsApp. We'll be covering some mobile apps again. I have a great one that I'll be covering on Tuesday that's going to walk you through creating a reminder system for everything that you should do when you've listed a property or sold one. Part of one of those tools could be do the Realtor.com enhancements on day 2. Just saying. So tune in Tuesday. We'll do the WhatsApp, and Thursday I'll be back with another WebEx edition. Thanks a lot. This is John Tice. I'll be coming to you next week, I believe, from Waynesboro. So looking forward to talking to you next Thursday at 10. Take care. Have a great day.